Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm MadCat228 and thank you so much for joining me in today's video. Today, I've had a lot of thinking going on and I was trying to think of what it is that I wanted to do in today's video, and I think I've got ourselves a plan. You guys know. I was going to say he kind of gave it away, but it'll probably be the thumbnail of this video. So yes, we're going to be making an iron farm today's video, because I am back to copper tools even after last video with the mining. Seems I forgot about the iron aspect of that. I was more focused on diamonds and dyeing, but yeah. So in today's video, we're gonna try and get this iron farm all situated. So what I'm thinking about doing right now is I'm thinking about building it just back here a little bit, just out of the way, just enough right here. Right here's the little plot of land I'm thinking to involve it with. So far I've got nothing on the go. I had to go on a little quick mining expedition off camera here to get some iron for the hoppers and whatnot. That is how low I am on resources. So yeah, I'm gonna get some terraforming here, and yeah, I'll get back with you guys. Alright, by terraforming I meant cut those 4 logs that were in those trees. So yeah, we're gonna get back to it. So I'm gonna do the same design as I did on my last Let's Play. So if you've been there, yeah, it's gonna be the same thing. Basically, I think it's the easiest thing to do. So we're gonna start off with a 5x5 plot like this right here. We gotta have a 2.5 block deep killing chamber, as well as the villager breeder in the basement of it. So we're gonna start that out by digging out our dimensions that we need here. So the hard part about all this is trying to keep up with the wool demand. Sorry about how loud it is in here. Trying to keep up with the wool demand, so we gotta make sure we try and harvest as many sheep as possible. So we are in good shape currently. We are currently at 14 beds here, and we need... That was wild. We need 15, not 15, sorry, we need 20, so we're in good shape. I guess 20 counting, sorry, 15 counting the bed I got right now, so that's a good start so far. Now might be a good time to put out a disclaimer. By no means do I claim to make the most efficient farms, but they get the job done. So if you're looking for efficiency, maybe you should find someone else's video for a tutorial. But we're gonna try and see if we can get something going. Just something to give us a little bit of iron, you know. Our last iron farm actually did an amazing job keeping up with our iron demand, so I can't see why this one won't keep up with our iron demand. So yeah, this right here is our little villager breeder area that we're gonna need, so I guess it's time to start populating. Scratch that, I still need the 20 workstations. So I think for workstation wise, I'm just gonna do the good old-fashioned cartography table, just because it's, I think, the easiest one to craft. So now I want to get my villagers in here breeding as quickly as possible, so I'm gonna place down one side's beds. That way I can get 2 villagers in here and get them starting breeding while I'm working on the rest of the build. There we go, we got 5 beds, 10 beds on this side. These guys are double layered, so there should be 10 there. I'm not sure if you have to do this step or not, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm gonna make the floor out of slabs, that way it's transparent. So I'm not sure if you have to do it so they can lock onto these beds or not, but like I said, I'm gonna do it. You can breed villagers with carrots, potatoes, or bread. So you do the math on what's easier to breed the villagers with. Something that requires 3 to make a singular item, or something that you can just harvest. So I'm obviously gonna feed mine potatoes or carrots, either or. No, this will not work with the wandering trader. This freaking guy, man, let me tell you. Is that for my lead? Why are they hanging like that? Oh, yeah, it's my lead. Oh, come on. Darn it. Ah, beauty. Alright, look out down below, you guys. We're getting a new addition. Well, you guys are getting a new addition. Yeah, a new villager's coming down there. Come on. Nice thing is, if I keep him on the lead, he shouldn't take damage because he'll just start hanging. Like that. Oh. Okay. Beauty. Now, where'd you find the grindstone? Jeez. Well, it looks like the villager breeding thing is working out, considering I got a cat in my house. Apparently, it's close enough to the fact that we can get stray cats in our house. Isn't that just lovely? Oh, boy. I thought I made it far enough that I wouldn't see the disadvantages of it, but apparently not. That's tough. On the search right now for some poppies because I need some red dye. In a few hours, we'll have too many poppies. We don't even know what we'll do with them, but apparently it seems that poppies are a rare resource. So, yeah. I think I can make red dye out of mushrooms. I got to smelt them. There we go. All the 20 beds have now been placed. So, oh. As soon as I break one of these blocks, I bet you the babies are gonna come running over. Alright, beauty. So now it's time to create the collection system. So I'm not sure how it's going to work, considering the villagers are not directly under the platform. They're two below. So I'm not sure if they're actually going to... I don't know. It's all a learning experience here. So I guess we'll see how it goes. Still got a while to go yet, because the villagers still got to grow up. So I need one more. There we go. Now we wait. I did have to remove the signs. I did put them in the wrong spot because it's supposed to hold up the lava like so. The only problem with that is that the cats will have to jump in order to be eliminated. Otherwise, I think the cats might build up. But I feel like the cats are just spawning wherever the heck they want to, so it doesn't really matter. Never leave floating trees. They're super ugly. So always burn them down. I don't have flint and steel, so we're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. This is probably a very bad idea. Dissipate before you get to the ground. But yeah, it lights pretty quickly. I'm pretty sure I removed all the trees around it, so that's good. Yeah, there we go. Burn, baby, burn. Well, I'll take that chunk of wood if it's just gonna sit there. Ah, oh, that actually scared me. Oh no, I got it. Yeah. Creating some building space. Oh, I forgot to put the lava back. But look what we got here, guys. Our first iron golem. Can you get out of the way, bud? Oh my gosh. I forgot to put the lava, so. I think I finished that one off with a punch. should. Oh, I don't even have a. I was supposed to, should we go for an an ender pearl as well? Why not? Where you at, bud? Come on. Oh, you mad? Ow, that was not very polite. Oh, this was a very bad idea. I don't even have any food to heal. I think he's like one hit. See, I don't even hear his angry noise too, so I hear a skeleton too. I'll have any water for emergency situations here. Oh, yes! First ender pearl. Here we go. I'm gonna do a little bit of fishing to try and catch me some fish. That way I don't starve to death. That's the plan anyway. We'll see. Alright, so my intentions with this iron farm, how I'm going to make it aesthetically pleasing is I'm going to make it a tribute to our first ever iron farm that we built on the channel here. So I'm going to try and build the exterior design to replicate that. Well, I didn't plan this out too well. I'm trapped up here now. I don't know if that falls far enough to kill me or not. Can I make that jump? I can. Beauty! That looks just like an iron golem, doesn't it? Oh, wait. I forgot one touch. That's a bit better. Yeah, there we go. I like it. I just gotta replicate that on all these sides, and then we're golden. I am just laying out the rest of the 4 walls. They're all gonna look similar to this. That's the plan anyway, so let's see how it goes. It's looking like it's gonna work out fine, evenly wise, so I have a little bit of space around the outside here to be able to access the chests and the villagers down there. So it'll be pretty much perfect actually. So yeah, I'm gonna get with the rest of the outside and then we'll check back in. While I'm building this, I'd like to apologize if the video seems more clunky. The reasoning to why that might be the case is, well, I broke my thumb, so things are not as smooth and fluent as they usually are. This is so satisfying. Ready and all right, what are we thinking? I think that's supposed to be flipped. Yes, it's definitely supposed to be flipped. Oopsies. Whereas that looks proper. That looks like an iron golem. Excuse me. You're not supposed to be out here there, bud. So it's nighttime. And this guy right here is broken free. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there, bud. Get in. Beauty. So after a quick little tidbit of research there, I figured out that oh boy, I figured out that nope. All right, let me deal with this guy and then we'll continue talking. No, don't you dare, you frickin'. I learned my lesson about, you know, fighting these guys near the house. And crit for the finish. Oh, okay, I thought I didn't finish him. Anyway, I did a little bit of research, and on Java Edition, it looks as if leaf litters do spawn proof. But on Bedrock Edition, of course, they do not. So, in order to fully spawn proof this area, I'm going to have to go for the good old-fashioned path blocks, as that's the cheapest block I can spawn proof with. So I'm gonna get this all pathed out here and hope that the golems start spawning inside. I'm not sure how far I need to go with this range, but I'll just give her a go, I guess, until I stop seeing external spawn rates out here. So I am currently pathing all the blocks, 8 blocks out from the footprint of this guy here. The reasoning for that is because I looked it up, and online seems to think that iron golems will not spawn within outside of 8 blocks away from the farthest point of the village. So if the only spot where it's a village is within the 5x5 inside there, that means that pathing out the 8x8 around it should be more than enough to eliminate the spawning of iron golems outside of the farm. So here's hoping, and I guess we'll see. Hopefully it also works for the cats. I don't believe so, because I feel like the cats spawn a lot further, but it'd be nice if they all spawned inside the chest. I know you can eliminate cats from spawning just by placing tamed cats in the area, but I do, yeah, that's how many leaf litters I got from that mission. But I do kind of like the cat spawning, just for the fact that I get string from them. I decided ultimately, over finding those golems and whatnot, it might just be best just to avoid the whole situation in itself. So I'm just going to sail away and try and unload the chunks so that the iron golems despawn, because I believe since I did not spawn them in, they will despawn, and then hopefully from that point on, no more iron golems will spawn outside of the killing chamber. Alright, time for the moment of truth. It should have been unrendered, so hopefully all the freed iron golems will despawn. And hopefully from now on, all the iron golems that spawn in will spawn within the proper spot. That's a good sign. A really good sign. So I believe that means that we now have an infinite renewable source of iron, because that's the second one I'm hearing inside there. I mean, I might be getting optimistic about it, but that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. I took the time to put in a little better design for our sweet berry farm, as it's our main source of food currently, hoping that's not going to be the case for too much longer, considering all my crops are grown and I don't need them for breeding up villagers anymore. That might not be the case anymore, thankfully, but I just decided to do that anyway because it needed to be done. Why are there so many creepers? I'm all out. Going in? Okay, good. Yeah, and then there's more over, yeah, one more right there. I don't know why there's so many creepers spawning. I did not know you could do that. You could plant sweet berries on farmland. Tilled farmland. I did not know that. Interesting. But yeah, I ran out of seeds there, so that's as many crops as I'm going to plant for right now. So let's go check out what our rates are at here. 45 iron already. Dang, that's not too shabby. I'll take that for sure. That's way better than the iron that we were getting before. Yeah. Sweet. Alrighty guys, this is where I'm gonna end it here for today. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm so glad that we got that iron farm up and running, because that was stressful, but we finally got it. Our iron situation is where I want it, which is perfect. So with having that out of the way, we can carry on and do everything as we need and spend iron. So we're iron rich now, so that's all that matters. So I am very happy to be there. As I've said, Mounts of Mayhem has officially come out now that I'm finishing up this video, so I would like to possibly play around with that a little bit in the next video, and I think it's time we do an exploration video. So stay tuned to the next one, because the next one's going to be a exploration video, especially since they upgraded the horses. Now horses can swim, so we might go get ourselves a trusty steed and go explore the landscape. So I'm super stoked to do that with you guys, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Take care. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you guys have any suggestions on how I can make that landscape around that iron farm mob proof and also visually, like, aesthetically pleasing, please let me know in the comments below. I'm totally open to your suggestions, because the path blocks weren't really my favorite, and now looking at the farmland, it's better, but it's still not ideal. And then on top of that, it's also trampleable, so we might be getting spawns outside if mobs continue to trample it. So I'm open to hearing what kind of suggestions you have for how we can spawn proof that area aesthetically. So if you guys have any suggestions, please drop them down below. I want to hear them. I really am open to them. Anyway, take care.